Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another MPJ rock album review show. To my god and goddess of the rock world, to William, and to Trish, who's the goddess.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Will is the goddess.
Oh, definitely.
Let down my flowing locks and all shall see.
Ah, what a sight up a hole that is. Okay, so if you're new to the show, this is where, well, normally there's a few more of us, but Chris is on holidays, Simon's gone AWOL, and Nathan couldn't make this month. So it's just the three of us. Very unusual. We do have Chris's votes, though, Mr. Cuddy. So please, if you are about to like what you're about to listen to, hit the like and subscribe button. Leave your comments below if you agree or disagree with us. Today's reviews are Caligula's Horse and their album Charcoal Grace, and Manticora and their album Mycelium. So, Will, Caligula's Horse, heard of them?
I've not, but I've heard of Caligula's horse itself. The the non-existent horse that he supposedly did in Roman history. Let's not get into it because it makes me angry.
What's the real Caligula?
No,
where's the inspiration?
I'm
where's the inspiration for this band's name?
So, in oldie Roman times, there was an emperor by the name of Caligula.
It was. I remember
he's I remember him well. Not a nice bloke though. He was well known for not being the soundest of mind. Let's say he was a bit crazy. Now modern history would have it said that he's crazy, haha. Well, he wasn't crazy, haha. He was crazy. I would like to kill people, crazy. Now, once upon a time, when addressing the Senate, he said, due to his dislike of the patricians and the Senate, "My horse would make a better consul than any of you." To which the Roman senators, who wrote the history books, then had it written down that he was so mad he doth made his horse a consul, which, to the best of my knowledge and my reading, I think never happened. It was just damning history to a man who, to be fair, probably deserved it. No, it's just a horse, mate.
Wow.
He was just insulting people.
So
that's it.
That was a fascinating story. Will this band and this album be just as fascinating? Talk to me. What sort of music is this? Will, and did you enjoy it?
I think it's my favourite genre of metal, being prog metal, which you can tell by your face that you know I'm not being serious, and I dislike prog metal. It just sounds a bit weird. I don't get it. It's something I've tried so much to like it and get into it, and understand this word of prog and other sounds like it. I just can't. The songs are very long. The songs, in my opinion, lack the substance to be that long. It's something I don't like doing, but I found myself, while I was listening to the album, glancing over at my other screen or at my phone to see if the album was still going on, only to find, to my surprise, the same song was still playing. 10 minutes is a long time for an opening track. 12 minutes is a long time for a finishing track. And an average of 6 minutes is a long time for every other track. It's a bit too much. There's not enough there that I like for me to get behind the odd long track. The odd 7-minute track, if it's good, fair enough. You get lost in this world, but there's not enough there for me that pulls it together to make it worth it for that. But nah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Trish, how about you?
I'm going to agree with Will here. 10 minutes for an opening track is just way too long. It's a shame, as musically it's great, and I love this genre of dark melodic rock, but this track needed to be cropped to make me really want to get into the album. I looked at the track list, and most of the songs were over 5 minutes, but I had to set aside the time aspect from the first track to see what the album did bring. Yes, it brought brilliant musicality, but I felt the songs didn't differentiate too much, so sort of flowed into one, as it were, until the last track. which was an epic masterpiece. Again, 12 minutes. But the vocals are sublime. It's a solid, beautiful album, and I would class Caligula's Horse in like Black Orchid Empire territory, but I think Black Orchid Empire set the benchmark for me. If only Caligula just cropped that album a bit, then I would have definitely kept this on my playlist.
So I'm wearing a Black Orchid Empire t-shirt because I absolutely agree with you. I first hated prog metal, and but there are certain types of prog metal that I've actually grown to really kind of like, and that dark melodic, more melodic kind of prog metal, such as Black Orchid Empire, is very much of that genre. But their songs are 4 or 5 minutes long, and lyrically you can stick with it. And there are moments in this album where it hits that. It's a bit heavier, it's a little bit faster, and it's a little bit more melodic. And then it kind of meanders off of it. And for me, and I can't really invest in a 12-minute song. I just my brain does not align itself like that. You know, I mean, it's the same with, like, you know, Stairway to Heaven, for God's sake. It was like 12 minutes long, and that's, you know, even that is, you know, it's a classic and it's brilliant, but even that sometimes is a bit, oh, right, can you end now? And it's just not kind of melodic enough. And the problem with prog metal, I find, is that doing that 12-minute song, it explores different types of pacing and musicality, and it goes up and down everywhere, and it just kind of loses me. But I know there's a market for it, and I know a lot of people really like it, and so I think for us it's okay. The message here is, like, if you like your slightly heavier melodic kind of prog metal that is, and you love the musicality of it, and you love investing in it and sitting back there with your headphones and just immersing yourself into that journey, I think it's a very, very well produced, fine album. I mean, it is incredibly well produced and incredibly good musicality, but I think there's got to be you've got to have your fingers on the pulse. But I did get some enjoyment from this album because there were moments of a little bit heavier, a little bit more melodic, and some of the shorter songs were actually pretty good. I don't think anything kind of made my playlist, but it was still okay. It was okay from my perspective as well. So they're up against a band called Manticora and their album Mycelium. Will, what did you think about Manticora? Is this a little bit more? I would have thought this would be a little bit more up your alley, but then sometimes
you're
alley is a very dark place. So let's go with that.
It certainly is. So the first thing that struck me when I started listening to this on Spotify is there's a big banner on the side where it says the whole where they're playing near you, and they're currently touring with Blind Guardian, an album we reviewed a while ago that I very much liked.
Yes,
implying that this band is quite similar to Blind Guardian, which they are.
Yay!
And it's really cool. This is my love of power metal returning to me. So much like the fates foretold that it would come back to me, and an album would return that I can like again, of the big dark rabbit hole that is power metal. It's here, and it's very fun. Got great musicality, great instruments. Vocals to me are how it should be. It's got a bit of, you know, darker, shouty, screamy stuff on it, but working in conjunction with the main vocals. Not really being heard at Soen, it's there supporting the the main vocals for the majority of the time, which is, as much as I'm a fan of the old pure growly stuff, I still think it does work best when it's supporting another voice. Elephant in the Room. Let's just do away with intro track, shall we?
What a shock!
I mean, to its credit, this one serves to lead into the track, and it actively does go into it with the the guitars building up, then it kicks in with that first track, Necropolitans. I'm just going to keep saying it until it sounds right. Necropolitans.
Sorry, what was that again, Bill? Sorry, what
Necropolitans. Necropolitans?
So that was Necro what?
Necropolitans.
Oh, okay.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's brought faith back to me that I can once again like power metal, which is a nice feeling for me.
What sort of power metal would you describe this as? Because we definitely kind of... There's definitely branches of power metal, as it is with branches of every rock, if I did a kind of family tree, but what sort of...
I don't know. It's so much of it, and I lose track of what it all is. The kind that Will likes.
The kind of Will likes of power metal.
Yep.
Okay.
When I work out what it is, I'll tell you.
Trish, you've become a power metal aficionado.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I don't know. You seem to like
I'm
it
not
more
an
than Will right now.
aficionado.
You're definitely more of a fan than Will right now. And he introduced us to power metal, but what do you think?
Yeah, so in contrast with Manticora, their opening track is short but sweet and to the point at 1 minute 20 seconds. And yes, it's an instrumental which then hits you in the face with full-on hard rock, power metal fusion and deep gruff vocals on the verge of growl at times in the song Necropolitan. Then Angel of Spring is like a breath of fresh air with beautiful clear vocals and music for a real heavy rock ballad that you just breathe in. But for me, all in all, this album is too heavy, full-on rock for my listening pleasure. But fans of this genre of rock will not be disappointed, like my dearest William.
Ooh, it was okay. I think is probably the best thing I could describe this as. It was a bit more because I like power metal, but I was bizarrely not a fan of Blind Guardian, and I don't really kind of know why. But it just didn't kind of tick my box. I mean, the standout track on this was Angel of Spring. I thought that was excellent, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a bit more grungy of power metal. That's what I was asking for, because it's a bit heavier. It is power metal, but it's mixed with a bit more that kind of heavier kind of side to it, and it just didn't. I don't know. There was a bit too much shadow and not enough light in it for me. I think I didn't find it. I didn't find it as melodic as kind of some of the power metal or symphonic metal that I kind of like. And I think at the end of the day, I wasn't a massive fan of the vocals either. I thought it was solid. I thought it was a solid offering, but it didn't excite me, and I'm massively into my symphonic power metal, but it has to be just right, and it just didn't kind of get me. But it was very listenable too, and there were some really cool tracks on there, and it was it was okay. It was good. It was better than average, that's for certain. In some of the power metal that I've kind of heard, but yeah, I remember not really being enamoured too much with Blind Guardian, but I remember you and Simon being absolutely thrilled to bits with it. But yeah, so solid. Okay, let's find out which one are we going to buy. I think I might know, but
Hans, I might surprise you.
Well, who knows? I don't think so though. William, Caligula's horse. Give me your
rating. 1.5.
Oh,
ouch.
And Manticora.
4.5.
Woohoo! Power metal. He's back in love with power metal.
Here we go, boys. Here we are again.
Trish, Caligula's horse.
3.5.
Oh, okay. That's higher than I was expecting. And Manticora.
2.
2. Wow. I am surprised. I am very surprised at that, actually. Okay, fair enough. So
I've been full of surprises.
You are.
This
You've
whole
been
podcast.
very surprising.
What is going on?
Wow. Okay. Cully give Caligula horse a 3, which was pretty solid, and however he gave Manticora a 3.5.
Ooh.
So, which actually I can reveal is exactly the same scores I give. So me and Cully were very much aligned. I give Caligula's horse a 3 and Manticora a 3.5. So Caligula's horse 6.5, 7, 8, 11. No, 10. They give it 2. Sorry, Caligula. Oh, my apologies. Sorry, my apologies. Sorry, he gave Caligula's horse 2 and Manticora a 3. My apologies. I was reading the next one down. So that's a score of 10, which is spot on in the middle. On average, 2.5. Manticora 3.5, 5.5, 6, 10, 13. Doesn't hit the hollow turfs of something like an average of like 3.4, something like that. Okay, right. So that's it for the show. Manticora wins this battle, and we would spend our hard-earned cash if we were forced to between the two to buy that album. If you like what you've heard, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Disagree with us? Hey, leave a comment. We can take it. Can't we, guys? We can take negative comments if you disagree with it. Put your opinions down. Tell us what you think. Don't tell us disagree with it, but tell us what you think on the comment section. Do you think that these albums are better or worse than we've described? Please do that. And while you're there, go on, hit the like and subscribe button. Why not? Great, excellent. Thank you very much. Cheers for now. Goodbye, everybody. Keep on rocking.
Bye.
Bye.